What's up, everybody? We're live. You know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by
Hola.
Nooners.
What's up?
Elijah, always the first one in the chat. What's up, dude?
Gay.
Elijah's our Reuben.
He is. Yeah,
He
he
just
wants.
wants to see you, Charlie.
Yeah.
I mean,
He just like puts blockers on me and Bill's part of the screen and just
He does,
watches
yeah.
the Charlie show.
Maybe one day we'll make it
when
big.
I'm like halfway off the screen anyway, because my
Yeah.
camera's always messed up.
Maybe one day we'll make it big enough to where we just have like a fourth box. It's like a picture in picture, and it's just like a Charlie boob cam.
Oh gosh. Good luck with that.
Speaking of Ruben, there he is.
There's Ruben. What's going on, guys? You already know what it is. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5-star. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, the over 18 thing, I didn't get carded. The lady at the grocery store asked me, she's like, "You're 21, right?" And I was like, "No." And she looked at me like very puzzled, and I was like, "I'm 36." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
You're just like, yeah, no, I'm the roughest looking 18-year-old you've ever seen.
Yeah, like, bitch, do I look 21? Good God, I hate to see the kind of life a 21-year-old that looks like me went through. At that point, if he's not 21, he deserves the booze, you know?
21.
If he's 21 with this much gray hair and crow's feet and stress, like,
That's how people start growing at 19, but yeah.
And like an 8-year-old.
yeah, just sell him the booze, man. But, start things off, we were able to raise like close to $600 for Logan, so awesome.
Love you, dude.
Really awesome. Thank you guys. Logan really appreciates it. He's I talked to him. He's doing well. You know, it's a long fight ahead of him, and that money goes a long way to help him out. Relieves a little bit of stress that he doesn't need, because I can't imagine, on top of everything else you're going through in that situation, having to worry about how you're going to pay for all of the treatment. So, again,
Yeah.
thank you guys. He wants me to tell everybody, who participated in the t-shirt sale and the raffle, huge thank you. He actually, just said like there's not a big enough word other than thank you. So, again, I don't even know a big enough gesture other than thank you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for participating in that, and we're praying for you, Logan. We love you, and we're here for you no matter what. So if we need to do another one down the road, we'll do another one. So Ruben Reed won the raffle, actually. So Reed White won the raffle for the flag. So Matt from American Rustic Works donated that to Reed, and hopefully he uses it well. So it's a gorgeous flag. And wisely, yeah. We expect nudes in front of that flag, Reed, if you're listening. So
Oh, you guys already didn't get the dick flopped over it?
I didn't even know he had it yet, but
Oh, God.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt if there's already pictures out there of Reed's dick on that flag, and I haven't gotten one yet. Typically, I'm one of the first people to get Reed's dick pics, so I don't know what I did to make him mad to where I didn't get one. So I don't know. We'll have to call Reed later and figure out, why I'm not on the nice guy list.
Oh my God! I was expecting Sir Freddy.
That's not a kitty cat. That's some sort of blue healer.
Freddie looks a little different this week, guys.
Freddy went to Trinidad, all right?
Freddy got a transfiguration spell set upon him.
No, this is Alfred. He's a sweet boy.
Oh.
He's going to be my co-pilot this evening.
And in true blue healer fashion, he's got to be all in your lap.
That guy looks like he's going to get a DWI.
He is. I love it. I love how cuddly he is. It's amazing. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I saw a really funny reel the other day. It's like life with a blue healer, and it's goes back and forth between this lady trying to pull her sheet up, like a blanket. It's like she's laying on the couch, and she like pulls it up a little bit, and it cuts to the dog, and it's like on her feet, like looking at her, and she like pulls it up a little more. Back to the dog, it's still on her feet, looking at her. Pulls it up a little more. Dog's still looking at her. Then like pulls it up to her neck, and it cuts to where like the dog's just under the cover, like with his face over top of her face.
For you guys watching the video show, this dog is just like flexing on you all, staring directly into the camera, sitting
Oh.
on Charlie's lap.
Oh yeah,
Was he?
yeah, that dog's establishing dominance right now.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
knows how to work a camera.
But the internet loves dogs, so this should be a pretty. We should have some great numbers on this episode. I'll make sure the thumbnail includes the dog.
You're welcome.
Yo,
Just make him the thumbnail.
Yeah, just make the dog the thumbnail. I'll have Charlie send me a picture of the dog. But yeah, what's been going on this week, guys? I've been busy as shit, so I haven't.
Oh, I've been incredibly busy. So
I know you've been doing like set work and stuff. I don't know. Can we talk about your screenplay thing?
yeah, we could totally talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm going to be directing a screenplay.
a screenplay
called-
that you wrote, right?
I co-wrote it.
Co-wrote it.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Like, is this because I've been wanting to reach out to you, but I figured I'd save it for the show.
Yeah.
Like, is this like a school project, or is this something you did on your own that got picked up by somebody? Like, tell us.
So
the story.
it's a school project, but it was one of those things where it was put to a vote with like 12 other scripts and won 3 rounds of voting. And then we got picked to be the directors for it because we wrote it. And so now we're working to get everything built. We actually secured music from a friend of the show, Jared Taylor's band, this Saturday. He's letting us use their catalog for the movie. So
Awesome, man.
That's awesome, dude.
yeah, no, I'm fucking hyped. Like this project is coming together so well, and I can't
Is
wait.
there a way we can see it after it's done?
Yeah, no. So after it's done, we're gonna try to attempt to submit it to a few festivals, and
Dope.
I'll for sure have copies of it sent out to you guys.
Yeah, we'll
Awesome.
definitely wait. Well, I mean, you're gonna send out copies, like screeners, so we can feel important. That'd be dope. But if you actually like get into some festivals, we'll hold off on any kind of watch along or anything. And dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, no, I'm so fucking excited. And then, yeah, no, I'm working in pre-production with my first like actual project right now. I'll tell you guys after the show about that one, but probably gonna be traveling a little bit to do that.
Awesome. Do
Oh,
you have
shit.
to like? Are you having to like deal with all like the casting? And
Yeah, so right now we're casting the 3 main characters of our script. We already have background and extras, so we don't have to worry about that. But,
awesome, dude.
yeah.
Like, and it's like, is it like a full feature, or is it like a short film?
It's gonna be about 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay. I mean, I've done some writing before, and 12 to 15 minutes of like good dialogue is hard enough to write. And I can't imagine having to like do like, I don't even know what you would know how to call it, but like how to do certain angles for different
Oh no,
scenes.
so I have that in the hands of my director of photography right now.
Oh, you're
So
not
like
you're not DPing as well?
no, I left that to someone else on this job. I moved up the totem a little bit on this one, so
Oh man, I might have to do another shirt run that just says Director Jake, and then all the proceeds will go towards you getting one of those dope director chairs with your name printed on the back. Actually, I could
yeah, no,
probably
I
print
can
one
even
of
just
those myself.
send you the back of a chair, have you print on it.
I think I could probably print on one of those. I'll have to look into that. Let me make a note of that. If I can, I'll just send you one. That's dope, dude. That's fucking awesome. I hope it goes really well for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have people within the Nooner community that I hope you can reach out to and get responses for advice on that one.
Oh yeah, I've been getting advice left and right from everyone who can throw it at me, and I'm loving it.
The only advice I can give you is make sure there's full frontal nudity. Everybody loves full
Oh,
frontal nudity.
we got a montage scene of him just making direct eye contact, pounding it.
Okay. Not the nudity I was looking for, but okay.
I was going to
Okay.
say it's gonna be a whole lot of dong.
You're going the Saltburn direction. I was more like going the Showgirls direction, but okay. You know, what do I know about making movies?
Yeah, no, there's no nudity in the movie, but like, yeah, there's gonna be some breaking shit.
Well,
That
awesome, dude.
works.
So
I'll
when's
send you guys the script after we get off too.
cool. So when do you start actually filming that?
So pre-production's already happening. We're doing casting. The set's going up. We're already built a camera rig. I don't know if you saw that on my story, but I let my director, photography, and my gaffer kind of go nuts. And they built a rig that turns the camera 360 degrees.
Whoa.
I saw that on the stories.
Yeah, but we start filming on the 26th and end on the 28th of March. So
Oh, so like a
Dang,
2-day
2
shoot.
days.
Wow. It's gonna be long days for Mr. Jake.
yeah, no, I'm probably not going to be on the show the 28th because it's going to be another 12-hour day on set.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. And can't wait to see the script. Can't wait to watch the short film, or I guess what would you call it? Is it a short,
It's a short film.
short film? What what festivals are you gonna enter it in?
I want to try to go for at least the Student Film Festival and the New Mexico Film Festival. But I want to see if maybe we could try to get it into Sundance.
Dude, if you make it into Sundance, I'm there.
Hell yeah. Like that's the ultimate goal, especially since we have the music rights. Like that's really what I want to do.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's gonna be pretty tough, right? Especially for, I'm assuming your budget is $0 to $15.
See, this is why Jared Taylor's a fucking legend, and I will forever thank him for this one. He let us use the music for a producer credit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Dope, man. Yeah, because I've looked at just licensing music just privately for like videos and stuff I've wanted to do, and even like
Oh, it's outrageous.
it's nuts. It's not like for even like songs nobody's heard of. Like I've just heard the beat and liked it. Like it's like $500 or $600 just for some random guy on the internet's beat to put on the background, you know? So yeah, that's dope. And yeah, you know, let's keep us posted on how it's going.
Yeah, no, I'm for sure gonna keep everyone posted with every step on this one because I can't believe that all this is happening.
How long did it take you to write the screenplay?
See, that's the funny part is me and my co-writer, we wrote it in about, I think it was altogether 12 hours.
Okay.
Because I worked on it alone and got a pretty big bulk of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and him went through it and we added some like comedy bits, cleaned it up a little bit. Because it's a pretty dark screenplay. It's about a guy who's going through a divorce and he drinks himself into a fucking fever dream where he has to deal with his ex-wife.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, just sent you guys over the script.
All right, yeah, I'll look at it. I'm not gonna read it on air, obviously. Well, yeah, dude, awesome. So when you wrote it, just out of curiosity, like, there's a difference, right, between the screenplay, like, did you write the actual script of it?
No, so we part of the classes I'm in is you learn how to like write a full-on script and all that stuff. So it's in full script format. It has stage direction. It has some camera directions in it of what I like obviously want to be done on certain shots.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and I had a lot of fun writing it, and I feel like I'm getting into a place now where I could probably have figured out what I want to do.
Fuck yeah, man.
Awesome,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Really awesome. Speaking of, you know, movies and screenplays, though, one of my favorite actors died like last night, I think.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
Richard
I
Lewis
saw
had
that.
a heart
I
attack.
think it was Old.
He's old. They said he died in his sleep of a heart attack. So
Fuck, man.
What, 78?
76.
Because he was a sidekick on Curb Your Enthusiasm, right?
Yeah, he was like one of the. I guess I want to call him a side character, but he was like a main side character. You know, like he wasn't in every episode. I haven't watched Curb Your Enthusiasm in years, so maybe his role has come and gone since then. But my favorite role he ever was in a little movie called Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I was about to
Oh.
say, I loved him as it was King. I can't remember his
He's
name.
Prince John, right, or King John.
Yeah.
And I just remember like there's always this scene where he's down in like the dungeon talking to the witch. You
Mhm.
know,
Latrine.
Latrine, the witch Latrine, and he's like Latrine. That's a interesting name. He's like, yeah. Well, my parents changed it after the Dark
changed.
Ages. It used to be Shithouse. And then
Have you ever seen Wagons East?
Oh my
think
God,
so.
John Candy's last movie.
Dude, I fucking love that movie. He is wonderful in that too.
Yeah, no, that one's really good too because I think like the last parts of it where he's not in it is because he had already died.
John Candy.
Yeah, he died before the
Possibly.
reshoots, so there's some scenes where he's actually not there.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's look at Richard Lewis's IMDb. He was in Leaving Las Vegas, which is what you were initially describing your short film. It kind of reminded me of Leaving Las Vegas, which I haven't.
Yeah, I mean the script title's Midnight in Old Austin, so
Yeah, I saw that. It's a dope title, by the way. So yeah, he did Curb Your Enthusiasm, BoJack Horseman, apparently.
who is he on BoJack?
I can see that.
Ziggy Abler.
Hmm.
It just lists 2018, so I don't know. He might have just been on one episode or something.
Yes, Elijah. Mel Brooks is still fucking alive.
No kidding. Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
never
he's
died.
like 100 years old, but he's still alive. And I'm not even being facetious. He's literally almost 100.
Did you guys watch the History of the World Part 2 when it came out?
No, I didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so
I haven't
funny.
seen that one.
He like comes on screen at the beginning of it. He's like, "Hi, I'm Mel Brooks, and I used AI to make myself look young again. This is a deep fake video, and you can't see my old ass."
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, he's been in a. I mean, his IMDb is full of crazy shit. Like a lot of like character roles, you know. But yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights. Where was that? Like, let's see.
It's great. That he was just so perfect in that of like not really caring about much and just like being freaked out by everyone else. He was
Yeah,
perfect.
he played Prince John. Because at the end, Patrick Stewart shows up and is King Richard.
He's King Richard.
And
Yeah.
he's like, from now on, all toilets in the kingdom will be known as John's.
He's like, no.
No.
He's like, sir, your mole was in another, like on the other side of your face. I have a mole.
I have a mole. Have you ever seen that movie, Jake?
No, it sounds like a complete utter clusterfuck of something
Dude,
that I would love to
fucking
watch.
It's a Mel
Dave
Brooks
Chappelle's
movie.
in it, and he's like 20
Yeah.
years old. Carrie
Holy
Ellis.
shit! No way.
Yeah, he's super
Fuck yes,
young.
dude! You have got
It's
to watch it.
so it's a Robin Hood movie, but it's a parody kind of Robin Hood Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Robin
Okay.
Hood in tights.
So it's Robin Hood Men in Tights. And yeah. Shit, I lost my
So
train of thought.
good.
Oh, Dave Chappelle plays a Chew.
Achoo.
So like,
Bless
every time he
you.
says his name, he's like, bless you. Or like the blind dude blinking, he's like, this is a Chew. He's like, a Jew?
A
Here?
Jew? Fuck you.
Oh, the shit that you could get away with
Oh, I
in the
know.
80s.
Oh,
Well, Mel Brooks is Jewish too, so it's like
Yeah.
you know he's doing that of his own.
yeah, there's so many like awesome.
Mel Brooks also wrote Airplane, right?
I don't think so.
That's not a Mel Brooks one.
I don't know.
He
He
did
might have
Vertigo.
done some writing for it. I don't think it's a Mel Brooks
No, he did
production.
High Anxiety. That's a spoof of Vertigo.
I was gonna say, yeah, Vertigo is Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah. So
High Anxiety. That's what that one was called. He did Blazing Saddles.
of course.
Oh, Blazing Saddles is a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
The front, like it came on. Blazing Saddles
Young
came
Frankenstein.
on. Oh yeah, Frankenstein.
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Frau Blucher.
Frankenstein.
Frau Blucher. Yeah. Well, shit, you got.
I mean, that one was really good because the dad from
Oh,
fucking
yes,
Arrested
Spaceballs.
Development played Frankenstein.
Yeah. I didn't make the yummy noise. Did you make the yummy noise? Young Frankenstein?
Is that the one like where they're in the bed and he's just like, what was that?
It's when they think the experiment didn't work, and then like the creature, the Frankenstein creature, is in the basement, like, and then yeah, like Frankenstein's like, yeah, I'm not very partial to like whatever blueberry tart, but this is pretty good. He's like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, you made the yummy noise. I didn't make the yummy noise. Did you make the? I thought you made the yummy noise. He's like, I didn't make the yummy noise. Give him like charades. Sent to give.
Did y'all know Gene Hackman's in it too?
Gene Hackman's in that?
Yeah. When Frankenstein or the monster goes out and he goes to a house and he introduces him to a cigar and like gives him soup, but he's blind, so he pours it in his lap and like he just keeps burning him over and over and like hurting him, and he runs away and he's like, wait, come back. That's fucking Gene Hackman.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But
those old movies were stacked with fucking legends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Mel Brooks, and it was back when comedy could be comedy, right? And
but I'm not sure Gene Hackman is actually credited in it. I think he just might have wanted to do it, and it's such a like a fun thing, kind of like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2,
or Glenn Close in Hook,
or Johnny Depp in Tusk.
Oh, how dare you mention that fucking movie?
I will always mention that movie.
You guys, I never knew about that movie, and then I'm pretty sure one of you mentioned it on a show earlier, and I just like went and looked it up. I was like, nope, not for me.
My roommate and I went and watched that in the theater with one of her friends from work, so that's 3 of us. There was one other couple in the theater, so there was fucking 5 people total. We watched it, walked out. The wife of the husband, the other 2 people she was like, why did you make me come and watch this?
Why did you bring me to this?
We come home and we're just kind of looking at each other and like it's so awkward, and we're like, do you want to sleep in the living room together tonight? She was like, yes, please. Like, we were so, it wasn't scary or anything like that. We were just so fucking disturbed.
It's unnerving.
That we were like, you just want to sleep together with the TV on, watching like fucking Harry Potter? Yes.
I was actually going to say, like, do you want to like sleep in the living room, watch Harry Potter tonight? Like, that's exactly what I would do.
Yes, no, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we did, because we were just so disturbed. And it's like, why do we go and watch this? That was a horrible idea. Like, just seeing Justin Long screaming as a fucking walrus. I just, that's burnt into my brain. So
Joel Osment and his girlfriend walking away as he's crying.
Yeah,
Dude,
I've seen the clips of it. I'm like, nope, don't need to go on this roller coaster ride.
It's such a good movie, though.
I got tricked into watching Human Centipede. I was like, nah.
No, he's great in that part. Like, I want a whole movie based off Johnny Depp's character in that movie.
I'm surprised Kevin Smith never expanded on that, but I guess he doesn't need to.
Did Kevin Smith do that movie?
Yeah, it's Kevin, that, Yoga Hosers, and there's another one that he did where he did like a trio of horror movies.
Huh. All right. Kind of like Quentin Tarantino and the Grindhouse shit.
Yeah.
Which I'll watch those before I watch fucking Tusk.
I didn't know Tarantino did that.
Yeah. he did it under the Grindhouse moniker because he's
Yeah.
always sworn he's only going to direct 10 movies. And he wanted to do those, but he didn't want them to be part of his 10 movie legacy.
Like universe. Because they're
Yes.
all a part of the same universe, right?
Probably knowing Tarantino. I don't know.
Because I know like Paula Schultz was the wife of the guy in Django Unchained that teaches Django. Um, and then like I think there are cigarette brands that cross over from Kill
Yeah,
Bill
Red
to.
Apple cigarettes. Yeah, he definitely does a lot of that kind of stuff.
So
And
that might be the 10 he's talking about, like in the same universe.
yeah, like he is putting his name to 10.
He's an asshole.
Um, I get it. I get what Jake's saying, but I mean, it's sorry I got distracted. My wife decided that Thursday night after she gets off work would be a great time to go buy a new car. So I'm like I'm trying to do dad mode and do this. I keep seeing my kids out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, get upstairs for me.
You're gonna make this a Tarantino movie in real life.
Yeah. See me, crazy, smacking my kids around and shit.
Well, I believe that's Rose McGowan's character that has the
The M4 leg.
amputee
Yeah.
gun leg.
Is that yeah? I think it is Rose McGowan's character.
R.I.P.
She's not fucking dead.
Dead to Jake, I guess.
I thought she died.
No.
No, dude, she's still alive.
No, she
Okay.
she did go like I think she did go kind of woke maybe. So like.
Oh no, I was thinking
might as
Sinead
well.
O'Connor.
No, she was the first to go against Harvey Weinstein, and no one fucking listened to her.
I get her confused with Sinead
Oh, that's right.
O'Connor. Like bald ladies, just kind of.
She did shave her head.
Shave her
yeah.
head.
But no, yeah, she was the first one to speak out against Harvey and all that shit because he violated her, and no one fucking listened to her until finally the Me Too thing happened. And she was like, I wasn't fucking lying, you assholes.
Elijah had to go to Google.
Yeah, she's 50 and living in Mexico apparently.
She's living in New Mexico?
No, Mexico.
Or Mexico?
No, old Mexico.
See, she dated. Well, she was engaged to Manson.
That's
and
my
then when all
biggest-
the allegations about him came out, she was like, I never had to, like, he never did anything like that to me, but
That was
that's as far as it
what's her
knows.
name?
You know, I know
that 3-name chick that did the Marilyn Manson stuff, right?
Evan Rachel.
Peter
Wood.
Von Teese?
No.
No,
yeah,
not
Evan
Dita.
Rachel Wood.
Dita's a fucking angel. Fuck you for even thinking that she
Yeah,
would.
how
do
dare
something.
you, Jake? No, that's my most like whenever somebody brings up Rose McGowan, I immediately just think of that what was that 97 MTV movie awards where she wore like
Her see-through dress.
see-through dress. So
with her booty hanging out.
booty and her boobs. She wasn't wearing a bra, so you could see her boobs, and she was wearing like a thong. And I think I was like 9.
It was like a G-string. Like there was like
Yeah.
nothing there. She had a great body.
I was like 9. I was like, what is this? They make underwear that looks like this?
And that was Manson during his like transsexual days of I can't remember
Yeah,
that.
being very androgynous and
yeah,
when the
Antichrist Superstar era, right?
I don't know. I'm not a big Manson fan, to be honest.
something like that.
Right around the time the rumors were about that he got his ribs removed so he could suck his own dick.
Okay, I think it's fucking crazy because my little cousin even knows that rumor and he's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's always a thing. And it's so I don't know how that's still a thing, but I don't think it will ever die at this point.
Like, there's gonna be kids who don't even know who Marilyn Manson is in like 50 years. They're gonna be like,
Marilyn
there's
Manson
this
sucked his
guy
own dick.
in the 90s who like got his ribs removed and so he could suck his own dick.
Yeah, there's some Satan
And this is so
worshiping
cute.
rock
It just
guy.
goes to like innocence of like, honey, if you know better, you know that man would never have to touch his wiener himself ever again if he didn't want to.
No.
Yeah, like why would Marilyn Manson have to suck his own dick? All right.
I know. Like, but the weird thing is, have you ever seen him with like without the whole shit on?
He's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
normal
I've seen
dude.
Anarchy. He is butt ass.
Yeah, he's not good looking.
He's just a dude from the Midwest. Like at that point.
Which is what I
Yeah.
always assumed about the Slipknot guys. I was like, oh, they must be like
With the
ugly and
mask.
nerdy.
I
And
mean, Corey Taylor isn't the worst looking.
I mean, Sid Wilson looks like a foot.
He's just a
I think-
little nugget.
I think I've said this on the show. I met Corey Taylor, and I didn't even know who Corey Taylor was. Like, I was never a Slipknot fan. I'm still not a Slipknot fan. But
How
they're
dare
How dare you? You live in Iowa.
I know. So I went to like a guy I worked with is like one of his like high school friends. He's like, "Oh, hey, do you want to go to like this party at my friend's house?" And I was like, I don't know. Like, thanks for the invite, but why you ask me?" He's like, "Oh, well, like he lives in Des Moines. Like his house is like right outside of Des Moines. Like you live in Des Moines, and like he's like the lead singer of Slipknot." And I was like, "Oh, dope. Like, I guess I'll go see." And I just assumed his house was going to be like this fucking like creepy ass place. It was a super nice, like very clean, ultra normal house.
Yeah.
And then he introduced me to his buddy Corey. And I was like, oh. And then I
Real
was like,
thick neck.
he's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe him.
Like,
but
oh, you're like pretty short.
He's fucking tiny.
he was kind of short, yeah. But,
He's like shorter than me even.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
he's not
don't do that. Don't do
Yeah, yeah. I've seen him in person.
That's my biggest rejection is Bill going when I said Corey Taylor
Okay,
shorter
I'm
than
trying
me.
to
All right.
I'm trying to get him on the show. Leave me alone. I'm trying to be nice, okay? But no, he's actually really nice. And I was like, oh, like he owns this house? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's Corey Taylor. I was like, okay. He's like the lead singer of Slipknot. And I was like, oh, not what I expected
And
at
Stone.
all.
Were.
And Corey and Muffin Taylor.
Again, like I don't fucking know. Like I listened to 90s and 2000s rap, and that's about it. You know. And Neil Young. Like my best friend loves like metal music. And whenever I'm at his house and he turns it on, all it does is give me anxiety. I'm like, why are you listening?
You poor baby.
Like, why are you listening to somebody scream at you? Like,
Next time we're in Austin, I'm renting the car and you're gonna be my passenger, and I'm just gonna get you fucking wasted and drive around listening to metal and just cut in and out of traffic and everything.
I will Grand Theft Auto myself out of that fucking car. I would just open the door and chuck my crazy stupid love. Like, yep, getting out of the car, just open the door and roll out.
Try to hit the ground running. If you move your feet, you can keep going.
Yeah, not my thing. You know.
Oh shit.
It's fine. So, but yeah, I met him. He's a really nice guy, really well put together. He is short.
That's nice to know.
He is short, but he's also like, for being
He's
short,
stocky.
he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
So, his house
Thick
was,
ass neck.
I expected to walk into a house with like dry ice and bats flying around and shit, you know?
You expected Ozzy Osbourne's house?
Kinda.
It's like even then, Ozzy's house isn't like that. You see the Osbournes. It's a fucking character. It's all for stage, not for. I mean, to be fair, who's at home all the time? Not fucking them. Their wives.
So I was like, oh, this is a really nice house. Like, man, he's like, oh yeah, thanks. And then I stayed for like 30 minutes because like it was very obvious. Like it was a house. Like it wasn't even like a party. It was like a dinner party with like him and like like people he knew locally because he was in town.
Yeah.
So I was like, I felt really awkward. And I was like, hey, like I got stuff to do. Like I'm
be
gonna
nice like that.
bounce. Like, well, I don't know. Like who am I? Like
Kids, you know how it
Yeah.
goes.
Well, this time I didn't even have kids. I think I was like, I think actually my wife was pregnant. And that's probably the excuse I used. So it was like 10 years ago, or yeah, it was close, 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh, so this was like height of Slipknot, kind of.
Yeah, it was a big thing. Like it was a
Height.
huge thing.
10 years ago.
He had
What?
he had
Oh, you know what, Charlie? I will admit, Slipknot has fucking fallen off. Fight me.
No, dude. I'm just saying, like subliminal verses.
No,
was
I'm saying like
height.
I
It
think
wasn't
their last good
20
album was The Gray
14.
Chapter. I think their last good album was The Gray Chapter.
he had
And that's a good album, but that doesn't equal their height.
No, it doesn't mean that that's their height. I mean, that's the falling action of Slipknot.
That's what you said, though. You said at their height 10 years
No,
ago.
I
So-
mean, like 10 years, they were still riding that big wave of fucking Paul Gray dying and all of the people who got obsessed with them after that. So, like, it kind of was that the 2010 to 2014 era of Slipknot.
So
was
I'll
like
just say this:
peak.
for the party, he had like a private sushi chef come in with stuff and like with a menu, and you could pick the rolls you want, and he would just make it for you.
Hell
like in
yeah.
the kitchen.
It's probably like the chef from Nobu or something. And you
I
didn't
mean,
even
that's
know.
also
No, he was.
sushi in
I
Des
actually
Moines,
knew
so
him
take
because
it
at the
as
time
that.
we lived right by like probably one of the best sushi restaurants in town. So I actually knew the sushi chef. We were in that sushi restaurant at least once a week. So I mean, it wasn't like he didn't like fly somebody in, but he obviously like hired this guy out for the night to make sushi for his party guests. So and there's probably only like maybe 20 people there, so probably a pretty expensive meal for everybody.
He can afford it.
Yeah, it was dope. I mean, trust me,
Stone Sour
if
and Slipknot.
I could
And he has
afford to do
books.
Wait, so he does Stone Sour?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a
Oh.
singer for Stone Sour.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and he also
Dude,
does like
Yeah.
independent stuff.
I got to see him in 2013 here in February 2013. Stone Sour. They started to sing Bother and it was acoustic, so everyone else had walked off the stage and it was just Corey. And they had it in the smaller amphitheater, so it was a very, very intimate show of like maybe 250 people, if even that.
Yeah.
And we all started like singing it back so loudly that he started crying. It made him emotional, and it was
Wow.
a really
Yeah, I
really
remember that.
cool moment.
I went to granted, I don't know if anybody else will connect to this. I got tickets to a country concert like that one time. It wasn't a concert. It was in a bar. And it was Jason Aldean, Eric Church, and Lee Bryce. And it was all acoustic.
Holy shit.
It was all acoustic, and you had to win tickets through a radio channel to get them, and they were only letting 150
Shit.
people in. And like my friend's girlfriend at the time, they're married now, won 2 tickets, but he worked third shift and couldn't go, so I went with her, and it was fucking awesome. Like Jason Aldean was a bit of a dick, but Lee Bryce and Eric Church were like awesome. Like they would just like walk out in the crowd and like talk to people. I was 19 at the time and almost got thrown out because Eric Church like bought me a drink at the bar. And they're like, "You can't drink that." I was like, "Well, he bought it for me." And like Eric Church like, "Yeah, I bought it for him." They're like, "No more, no more." But yeah, like it was like there was 150 people in this. Like it's not a bar, it's like a country nightclub kind of thing. So like, but it seemed very intimate and personal, and they were just doing acoustic, and they would just ask people like, what are we gonna play next? And like they would just play it, and like all acoustic, and they would play like you know Lee Bryce. This is right when More Than a Memory came out and got big with Garth Brooks, but Lee Bryce wrote it, so like he played it. But then like Jason Aldean and Eric Church like did the background guitar and stuff for it. It was probably like one of the best musical experiences I've ever been to, because I'm not a huge concert guy, but that was awesome. That was really awesome. And I understand a lot of people don't like country music.
No, like country, like even that guy that we saw, that I forget his name, Paul Val, that blues guitarist that opened up for the Hard AF Party. That guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
I was really impressed.
Yeah, no, I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking awesome. And no one was paying attention to him. It's always the guys like that that are the fucking best.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And plus, like, I don't know, I could appreciate, especially if you see it live, I could appreciate most kinds of music. Like, I'm not a big blues guy, but I went out a couple years ago to the John Daly charity tournament with the Drinking Bros guys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And some guy took me to like some kind of, it was right off of Broadway in Nashville, but like you kind of had to know it's there to get there. And it's like a big blues bar. And I was like, I'm not a big blues guy, but okay. but then like seeing it live, like it was fucking awesome.
Oh,
So,
Blues Live is another fucking experience.
so it was,
It's like
yeah.
jazz.
All right.
Speaking of music, I was gonna say, have you guys seen the Bob Marley movie?
I've seen trailers for it.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Is it
I'll
good?
leave it at that. Yeah.
All right.
It looked like it was going to be, and especially with one of his sons having a lot to do with it, I was hoping it would be decent. But let's get to these questions because I
Yeah.
want to fucking know.
All right. So the question of the week was actually what was it? It was the worst rejections you've had or heard. So starting off, that's a butt. Moving on, another butt. Moving on, another butt. Moving on.
Oh,
All right. So first one. Sitting in a parking lot for 2 hours after no one was there to welcome me home from deployment.
Whoa.
way to start it off super depressing.
Yeah. Can't understand that personally, but I got to imagine that has to fucking suck.
I mean,
It's
it's not a similar one, but like I've waited 2 hours for a dealer to tell me that they're not coming in a Walmart parking lot. So
It's probably similar.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
similar. Same apples and
Similar
oranges. You know,
pain.
similar. Got rejected to be a Hooters server because, in quotes, they couldn't order a uniform where the top and bottoms were 2 different sizes.
Shut the fuck up.
either she has a big chest or some big butts.
Dang,
So that
wow.
that has to be like they just didn't want you to work there because my wife, when we were dating, worked at Hooters. I mean, she's got a big butt, but she's fairly small chested. So I could see that. Like,
I mean, they are not in the food industry; they are in the sex industry, which is
Yeah.
how they can get away with what they
Yeah,
do. So they can probably get away with dumb shit
it's a
like
chesterant. Had a woman at a club tell me I looked like my bank account was thinner than my hair.
that. Oh.
Damn.
Women
People have the
don't give
audacity to
a
say this to other
fuck.
people.
No, it's not people. It's women. You'll never catch a
At
guy saying that kind of
Easy
shit.
there. I had some fucking dick
Bill's on his Andrew Tate arc over here.
and refer to me as
I want
American
2 cups of
Eagle
coffee.
because that's what brand of shorts I was wearing.
Offered to buy her a drink. She laughed in my face and told me to save the money for a gym membership.
Whoa.
I don't
The
know.
audacity of these hoes.
For that. Holy
Man,
shit.
the streets is
The
mean.
fucking audacity.
The streets
How
is...
does this stuff? I don't know how people can just be so fucking.
The only thing I can
brutal.
think of is
I
like,
mean, let's be real. This is just what Charlie's telling Elijah on a weekly basis.
mhm.
Like, I tell him I want to fight him in the street. That's completely different. Fighting in the street is one of the most intimate things you can do
Yeah.
with a person.
No, I'm just joking that like this is Elijah just submitting all these from his DMs.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the
No.
streets is brutal.
He's a sweetie pie, and I treat him as such.
Asked to sit with a cute guy at the bar. He told me that the seat wasn't cushioned, so it'd probably be pretty uncomfortable on my flat ass.
Fucking.
Hey, I will say it's nice to know that there's guys out there that can clap it back the same way girls give it to them, I guess. But damn, I couldn't.
mean-
I couldn't. Like, I could not say that to a person.
I mean, he's the only one doing some clapping that night because her cheeks obviously wouldn't.
Yeah, like, oh my god, like,
Heyo.
yeah, like I couldn't. Like, no matter
Bill's just like,
no matter what kind of day I'm having, like I couldn't say that to somebody. Maybe I
Right,
s-
exactly. Like I might think it, but I would never say it.
Oh Lord. Asked out my crush in high school. She just gawked at me and said, "You can't be serious."
I got told ew one time.
This is why I've never put myself on the line because I would fucking die.
That's what makes,
from
even though this
rejection.
one isn't as blatant, it's also one of the most like crushing because like in high school, you're going to ask out your crush. You know, like the kind of nerve it takes? Like you're building
Yes.
yourself up and then they just gawk at you and say, or you can't be
Ew,
serious, right?
absolutely not. That's why. Okay, so like
That's why people shoot up schools.
I can't remember who it was that said this. Some celebrity, some female celebrity, but she was like, you know how much courage it takes a man to walk up to you and ask you to dance?
Oh, yeah.
Like, say fucking yes. And like, I took that to heart. So anytime I ever got asked to dance, like a country bar or whatnot, I would say yes because I admired their courage. And then sometimes they would lock me in so hard that I felt like I was in a cage and I was like, I've
Yeah.
made a huge mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get both sides of it, right? Like, you're going to get asked by everybody. You can't say yes to everybody. Or, like, you just know, like, this guy is not
I mean, I
going
don't
to, it's
say I
not
get
going to be,
asked by everybody,
it's
but
not going to be a good time dancing with this guy. But as a guy, I mean, it's been a very long time since I've been in this situation, but it takes a ton of nerve
yeah.
or an over aggressive ego. And I've been guilty of both in my life. But the ego thing came in when I learned, kind of when I started getting into the DG4L train, you know? I was like, oh, this bitch is DG4L. Like, she's going to be down, you know? Texted a woman I liked out for drinks. She said, sure, but can we go somewhere in the next town over and please don't post anything about it?
What the fuck? That
She
doesn't sound like
married?
rejection. That just sounds like you were asking to get involved with someone who's shitty.
Yeah. Either she's like too nice to say no, but she's embarrassed to be like out with you.
Or it's just like, no,
Or
my husband won't
yeah,
like it, so we gotta go somewhere
yeah,
else. And don't
or
post it if that's all right.
or she's married or with somebody and just wants to go slut around for free drinks.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like they're up to no good.
Was buzzed enough at the bar to order a round of drinks for a couple ladies at a table. They got them, seemed excited. I went over, in quotes, dude, the exception, like exception of the drinks, wasn't a fucking invitation. I immediately left.
I mean, to be fair, no, it's not. Like, and then that's a problem with people thinking buying things for people will get them somewhere with them. No, that that doesn't get you anywhere. Like,
No. I mean, I get both sides of this.
no, absolutely not. That you do not buy anything from a fucking stranger if you give them something. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get, like, you are not guaranteed anything from a fucking stranger, even if you pay money for it. No, bitch. Like, you can't buy people's fucking time. This is exactly why I do not let men pay for fucking shit for me. Because they think you owe them something because they paid for this shit. I've lost friends, just a friend, because of this bullshit fucking thinking.
Okay.
No. Like, don't ever think that if you buy someone something, they will give you something. That ain't how this shit works. You can't fucking buy people's time. Just an FYI. I don't care if it hurts your feelings right now.
All right.
You can't buy people's fucking time.
Well, now
Sorry.
we know. Now
Don't
we know.
fucking do it.
Asked a guy at my gym out. He said, have you seen the girl or Have you seen what the girls I date look like?
No, because this is anonymous.
No, it said, asked a guy at the gym out. He said, quotes, have you seen what the girls I date look like?
Gym bros are the funniest guys ever. Like I went to the gym last night with someone, and all of the dudes who were like lifting the fucking heavy ass weights were all staring at me with the most insecure looks because of the woman I was with. And yeah, that's some low PP energy, boys. Low PP energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, like I could never say that to somebody. Like, was dancing and flirting with a chick at a resort party. I asked if she wanted to come to my room for drinks. She said, I seem like fun, but I'm probably a pretty boring lay, and walked away.
That's some shit I would say to someone.
How do we know that this wasn't a drinking bro with an interaction from Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
I actually started telling people nobody fucks me better than me, and one man had a better comeback that said, I can try. I was like, you know what? I appreciate that, but absolutely not. But that's funny. Made me laugh, but fuck no.
All right. Was texting a girl I met on Tinder for 2 weeks. She sent me a couple nudes. I sent her a dick pic. Was left on read. I never heard from her again.
Oh boy, you just outed yourself for having a small dick, like whoever that was. I know these are anonymous, but like
Needle dick.
needle dick.
Yeah, I mean, but getting in that person's head, like, granted, I don't know when this happened. Obviously, in the Tinder universe. But if I was
Within
like,
at least
if
the
I was
last
in the,
decade.
if I was in the dating scene. Also, when I was here's the caveat to this thing: when I was dating, there was no red receipts, right? Like this was like when I met my wife, I had a fucking razor. So
Yeah. It just said I don't even know if it said delivered.
No, it didn't say shit.
It was before you could block phone numbers.
But if you said somebody, I could see like sending somebody a dick pic and never hearing from them again after 2 weeks of like going back and forth with them. That mess with your shit a little bit.
I mean, like, did she ask for it, brother? Because like, you just don't send those for getting a nude either way.
I know guys get carried. You know, Jake, we're guys. We get carried away sometimes.
I mean, you're a little bit of an older generation. There's a little bit more etiquette for Tinder with guys my age. We know what not to do.
Hooked up with a girl at a college party. Texted her 2 days later to see if she wanted to meet up again. She texted back, "No thanks, you sucked."
Ouch.
Well, brutal honesty, I suppose.
I have the fucking hiccups. This is the worst.
Drink from the bottom of the cup.
Oh, that was a painful sounding one.
People are going to love Charlie with the hiccups on the video show, by the way.
They're going to think she's farting. It's going to be like a new kink for them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I have hiccup burps.
Oh, those are the worst, bro. I get those too. It's like a painful, like, belchy hiccup.
Talking about the fart turn on, are either of you young enough to remember cakefarts.com?
I've heard of cakefarts.com.
I remember somebody showed me this. I was like, people watch this? And there was one lady, it was like ideepthroat.com, you know, with Heather Brooks. But it was like one lady who would just buy sheet cakes, sit on them, like spread her cheeks, sit on these cakes, and then like get a close up of her butthole while she like farted the frosting.
Yeah, no, it always did like that.
Oh my.
And there's a whole website, which this is one lady. Like, it was pre-OnlyFans. And I guarantee you there are plenty of OnlyFans girls out there to this day that are getting requests to sit on a sheet cake and then fart the frosting out. Moving on.
Excuse me, sorry.
Charlie's throwing up on the fucking video.
Just trying to get rid of
I-
it. Go away.
I knew I had low chances with the hottest girl in the group, so I approached one of her mid friends. She told me she knows what I'm doing and I should be ashamed of myself.
She's too smart for your ass.
Don't make it obvious, brother.
Hey, again. No frame of reference for that one. Asked if I could buy a drink for the lady next to me in the airport bar. She accepted, watched the bartender make the margarita. She took it, poured it into my lap, and called me a fucking creep as she walked away.
Oh, hell.
She must have had a terrible layover or
She's a
something.
dumb bitch.
Like, damn.
Free alcohol at an
How dare
airport?
you?
Yeah,
Free
no,
alcohol in an airport?
that was like a $50 margarita.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
But damn, like she must have been having a rough day where she just takes it, dumps it in your lap, and calls you a creep. Ooh,
What were you telling her?
Ooh, and in an airport? Like, I hope you had a carry-on bag with clothes in it, because then you're just like walking around with a fucking like margarita all over the front of your pants.
Sticky dick.
Ugh.
Sticky dick.
Sticky dicking it all over the fucking Atlanta
Honestly,
airport.
though, how dare you waste alcohol like that, you stupid bitch.
I know.
That's all I have to say.
Not really a rejection, but was really vibing with this older lady at the hotel bar. Flirted for 2 hours over drinks. She told me to text her if I wanted to have a drink in her room later. I did. She replied with her room number and, quotes, "It's $250. Bring cash." I blocked the number and jerked off.
All right.
Wow.
I've been in that similar situation, not so much like in a hookup sense, but I've been in a hotel bar, like by myself, like because I was like traveling for work and just talking to people. And yeah, I obviously realized like, oh, this woman I'm talking to is like working. I was like, oh, I know what this is. Like, okay, like have a good night. Not gonna text your number. All right. Spent
The dog has the hiccups now?
Yeah. He's just mimicking me. He's an asshole.
Spent the weekend with a Mexican chick I met on Tinder. I texted her a couple days later. She told me that she was giving white guys a shot. She wasn't impressed. Then I'm pretty sure she blocked me.
Not impressed.
Sorry, bro. Hey, if you're hooking up with somebody of a different color or race or religion, you got to bring the thunder. You know?
Yeah, you do.
You're
True.
you're representing your people. You got to bring the thunder.
Right? Oh, God.
You got to bring your A game. Whether you need to go get like some fucking counterfeit Viagra or something, like you got to
Go get yourself a French tickler, you know?
Mm-hmm. Girl took me to her apartment. Girl took me to her apartment. She pulled my dick out. Girl took me to her apartment. She pulled my dick out, paused, and said, in quotes, do you want to just watch me use my dildo?
Shut the fuck up.
I would go kill myself.
I mean, this is a total
I'd throw myself off a fucking
normal
bridge.
reaction. Like that's not creep.
I'd go kill
Come on, man.
myself.
I'd throw myself off the closest bridge.
Yeah, no. I would make it as graphic as possible for whoever has to find me.
Can you
And then, like-
imagine? So you're spitting the game, right? Girl brings you like, come back to my apartment,
You're just straight risen. Like
and you know, it's like like you guys are probably like fucking around a little bit. She goes to pull your dick out, assumingly to like probably start the festivities, and then pauses and then goes, do you just want to watch me use my dildo?
Suicide. Suicide is painless.
Rings on Betty change.
Oh, I would be standing on the
You
railing.
poop in the washing machine?
I would be like standing on the top rail of the closest bridge with In the Arms of an Angel by Sarah McLachlan playing on my phone.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a brutal one. That might be the most brutal one I've heard so far. Damn. She just said, never mind. I'd rather use my fucking sex toys than deal with this thing.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ouch. Yikes.
In the same vein,
Oh no.
a dude stopped me in the middle of a blowjob and told me to call him after I've had some practice.
Shut up.
It's like here you go, sweetheart. Here's a good dentist. Go get your wisdom teeth removed.
I've had some less than superb blowjobs in my life. Again, I would never say that to somebody. Could you?
I mean,
Charlie, you're the girl. What if that happened to you? I mean, I imagine with you, you just choke the dude out. And
Yeah, no, she'd go like full
I
on
would-
Rhea Ripley, like just
I would
fucking.
just, close my
just
jaw.
bite it off. Is this a good enough blowjob for you?
This will be the last time we're having. No, but at the same time, it's like,
Is Charlie about to defend this?
help guide someone if they really don't know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I totally.
Oh,
What
okay.
hurts
Whoever did
and
this-
teaches someone how you like to be pleasured,
Yeah.
unless you just truly don't care about that person. And that's like that might be what's even harsher is if like they don't really care.
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's like you can guide someone and you don't have to put it in a demeaning way. You don't have to put it in any way that will hurt them, but more into like teach them like, hey, try this. I think I would like this,
Yeah.
that, and the other than just being
Like this
totally
is
nasty
this is
about
like
it.
total Tucker Max vibes, where it's just like, or like I've told the story before about like I had the friend who just like was so insecure he wanted girls to not have any sexual experience at all, but wanted them to also just be porn stars whenever they did shit with him. Like that's the vibe.
Like you can't do like you. No.
You get the hoe or you get the housewife, brother.
All right.
And that's that's what makes relationships, especially ones that you want to keep. Someone you're thinking about marrying is someone you can grow with, not just in life, but sexually, and you can tell them these things that you want. And, but that, if you're just having sex with someone casually, you don't want anything more with them, fine, but fucking let it be known. Like, don't be a fucking coward. Let that be known that that's all you want, so both parties can know what's going on within.
This feels like when you tell your mom a joke and it turns into a lecture.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
Pretty much.
to be fair, but no. Honestly, a lot of people need to be fucking told, stop being a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Next one.
Fucking stop. Stop playing games. Stop doing this shit. Be fucking honest. And if you can't be honest, you're a fucking pussy.
Next
fucking suck my dick. I don't care.
next one, and I was waiting for.
But that's, yeah, the lecture. Who cares?
So the next one,
Truth hurts.
I was waiting for this one to come up, or in the in the realm of this one. My friend had a woman tell him she only fucks guys that can reach the top shelf at the grocery store.
Oh, what a bitch!
He is
I'm
probably
5'4" and I can reach the top of the shelf at the grocery store,
they
bitch.
say.
What are you talking about? I've done that for little old ladies at the grocery store, and I feel so like tall and like I can do stuff. Yeah, like it's not that big of a deal. Like
they said. So. Let me finish it. Only fuck guys that can reach to the top shelf at a grocery store. He is probably 5'10" and really fit.
Oh, she was just being a bitch.
Yeah, he's being a cunt. Asked a waitress out for drinks. She said she would rather relive 9/11.
Boo!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Damn. All right. On the first date, she went to the bathroom and never came back.
Happens, brother.
Yeah.
Means you weren't interesting. You have the personality of a fucking dead brick.
Were you catfished her?
Dead brick.
Dead air. Bill's pondering. This one must be really awful.
No, it's very specific about a certain nooner.
Oh no.
But I'll read it because whatever. Womb told me he doesn't mess with guys that fantasize about exotic wood. That's that's rude, Womb. Do better.
Of course it's a Womb Raider comment.
All right, last one. We'll sign off. We are sorry, but we could not approve your loan request at this time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one.
That's the one that cuts the deepest for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Damn. Yeah.
Sorry, your student loan did not get waived as part of the.
Yeah, I've had that email and text message a couple times. Don't worry.
That's the liver shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kill shot.
Trying to think what was the worst one.
I'll tell you my funniest. The funniest one to me was the fucking call me when you get some practice. That was the funniest one, I think.
Yeah, that takes. I don't know.
It takes balls to tell someone that with your dick in their mouth. Okay.
You just have to be like, either just it has to be so terrible, or you're just so disinterested that you're just like, call me when you get some practice.
I mean, at that point, it's just kind of like it's literally saying, "Go suck more wieners before you come to mine." So it's like, what?
Yeah, my dick isn't used to this level of inexperience. Like, call me back when you hit level 12. You know, this dick's level 12 and above only. You know,
there's experience requirements. It's like a boss fight. You know.
Yeah, it's like a side mission that you have to have a certain level for. You know. Oh, I'm trying, like, we look back. There was a couple. I was like, God damn.
The Womb Raider one is pretty funny too.
Yeah, of course. We love it when people pick on our own listeners.
Call each other out.
Yeah, I don't know. The asking the high school crush out, and she just says you can't be serious. Oh.
Surprised they're married now.
Yeah, probably, and she's probably 200 pounds heavier.
And he's not her first marriage.
No, of course not. He's the fallback.
He's the fallback of the fallback. She's in a pyramid scheme.
Oh wait,
I need to go to the liquor store, and I have 20 minutes left.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, you're in
Yep, yep.
Texas.
9
Oh,
o'clock. 9 o'clock, baby.
I missed one.
9 o'clock
Hold
and
on.
no drinking before noon.
I missed one.
That's
and
on
this, And this
Sundays.
one is good. Was at a nightclub and heard a guy tell another girl, "Get the fuck off me. You dance like a retarded eel."
Oh. All right.
Okay. All right. Like we said at the top of the show, like, subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, leave a 5-star on Spotify, walk away. Tell your friends, please. We like the new format seems to be working out. People like it. We've been getting quite a decent uptick in audio listens, so there's that. And yeah,
And
it's been
Alfred.
and Alfred.
Fucking Alfred.
Alfred's biggest rejection is somebody telling me he's not a good boy. You know.
He can't get up on your lap right now. That's his biggest rejection.
Oh. Ears down, skulking away. All right.
Exactly.
Well, for Alfred, for Charlie, for Jake, I'm Bill, and I can't get my mouse to work. So this has been the Nooner Nation. Love you guys.